Hi, I'm Mimi. For this cooking conversions project, we will be making hot dog rice. Some key ingredients you will need are olive oil, rice, adobo, 2 cans of Vienna sausages, salt, sazon, and water. We will be using a rice cooker. You can also make it on the stove, but today we'll be using a rice cooker. Well, hi there. I'm Mimi, and today we will be cooking hot dog rice. I know, doesn't it just sound magnifico? Yes, it does. Some of the measurements we will be using are 3 cups of rice and water, which will be converted into 6 grams of white rice and water, H2O. Then we will have our 42.9 grams of adobo and our 4.76 grams of salt and our 914 grams of Vienna sausages. But wait. We have our sazon. It's just a packet. But we have our 57.2 grams of olive oil. Let's get cooking. First off, you want to wash your hands so that they're nice and clean and you don't get any bacteria into your food. And now we will start off with rice. What you want to do is grab one of your pans for your rice cooker. And since we're using white rice, you will only need about 3 cups using a measuring cup. Just 3, and you want to get about to the line at the top. So you have 2 and 3. After, you want to fill it with water. You want to fill your rice with water so it will be able to cook. You want to fill up your rice with the same amount of water as you did with the rice. So since we used 3 cups of rice, we'll be using 3 cups of water. Any water is fine. You can use, if you have the filtered water in your sink, you can use that. Same thing up to the rim. Just pour it on in there. We have 1. And then we have 2. And then 3. You need 3 cups. If you don't have the right amount of cups of water, your rice may turn out dry or too soggy. Now that we have our rice in the water, we will be adding some oil. About 4 tablespoons should be fine. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. I always like to add 1 extra just in case, because you never want to get a tablespoon too big or too small. Next, you want to add 1 teaspoon of salt. It's really important that you don't put too much salt because sazon also has seasoning in it, and so you don't want your rice to be too salty. So we'll just add that on in there. Stir it up a little bit. Then you'll add you want to add adobo. So we'll add about 3 tablespoons. Then we'll stir it up on in there. Okay, now we will add our 2 cans of Vienna sausages. Make sure that when you do put them in, you have them drained out, because sometimes they come with juice or liquid inside. You want to have them drained out, so it's just the sausages. Then after that, you want to take your sazon. It comes in 2 packets, so you only need 1. You want to shake it up so you don't spill all over the place. and then sprinkle it all the way around. Next, you can take your spoon and stir it a little bit. And then what you want to do is cut up your Vienna sausages because they are big right now. And you want to cut them into smaller sizes. 1, so you don't waste all of them. And 2, so you have enough for everybody. And you stir that up. So your rice should look like this in your pan. And then what you want to do is you want to walk it straight on over to your rice cooker and just place it in there. And then next you want to press down your button right here. It usually takes up to an hour to cook. And then last, place on your lid. That way the steam can stay inside. And we'll be back in about an hour, so stay tuned. Hey guys, just a quick review on what we did today. We made hot dog rice, and for our measurements for the rice, we used 3 cups which were converted into 68.6 grams of white rice, and also we used 3 cups of water which were converted to 68.6 grams of H2O. Then for our adobo, we had 42.9 grams. For our salt, we had 4.76 grams. For our Vienna sausages, we had 914 grams of Vienna sausages. For our sazon, we just used 1 packet. There was nothing for that. For our olive oil, we had 57.2 grams. Thank you. I'll see you next time when we decide to cook something with conversions. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Now that your rice is done, you want to take your spoon and just stir it on in. Stir up your rice. You're going to stir it really good. This is why we cut our Vienna sausages, so they wouldn't be too big and be falling out of the pan. And that is about it. Enjoy!